Good morning to all of you. Our topic for today is regarding the installation of closed circuit cameras. Normally we call them as CCTV cameras in all the police stations across the country, as well as the specialized institutions, police stations also, like National Investigation Agency, because a lot of people are being arrested under UPA Act, Unlawful Activities Prevention Act, then CBI, then ED, Narcotics Bureau, and all these people. Everybody they have to install the CCTV cameras in the police stations, right? So, while disposing the SLP number 3543 by 2020 on 3/12/2020 in the case of Paramveer Singh Saini, SAINI versus Baljit Singh and others 2020, the three judges bench of Justice R.F. Nariman, Rohinton Nariman, then K.M. Joseph and Anirudh Bose, right, on 3rd December of this month only. So they held that the CCTVs in police stations, right, will check the human rights abuse, human rights violation, and they will be a sure short solution to quash false and trumped up charges against the police and also malicious prosecution by the police. So this is the intention behind asking for the installation of the CCTV cameras. Yes, it can be clearly described as the proudest moment for the staunch believers in the Constitution of India. Right? Actually, this case law this has emanated from the point regarding whether audio by video recording under section 163 CRPC is allowed under Indian Evidence Act or not. So normally you may be knowing, according to 161 clause 3 CRPC, the statements of the witnesses, they can be recorded, they need not be signed. So can they be taken in audio way? Can they be taken by video recording? Can they be allowed? And in this connection, this topic of installation of CCTV cameras has come into existence basing on the number 1, Article 21 of the Constitution of India, that is the right to protect the life and liberty lies with the state. And secondly, the emphasis on the guidelines of D.K. Basu versus State of West Bengal 1996, where it was held that the names of the arrested persons should be published in the control room every day in the district headquarters. That means the information regarding the arrest should be known to all persons. So to say that some person has been arrested, it should be known to the public so that they can take measures to take him on bail, or they can take their own measures for that purpose only. That means they should be disseminated, there should be transparency, there should be public finding about the persons arrested. So actually, previously, I think in 2018, there was a celebrated judgment also, Shafi Muhammad versus State of Himachal Pradesh. In this case also, the issue of capturing evidence has come into existence, and it was Supreme Court has clearly stated that in the case of Shafi Muhammad versus State of Himachal Pradesh 2018, so during the investigation, the issue of capturing the incident through cameras or CCTV cameras or through body cameras has been taken up. Of course, at that time itself, Additional Solicitor General he also stated that the government, the police authorities who are reading body cameras, straight away they can go to the scene of events, take the scene of events, and from away they can talk, they can speak to the higher authorities regarding the scene of events. They can very well observe with the use of the body cameras, and it has to be found place in the evidence. It has to be allowed as evidence, right? Normally, once again they have reiterated the guidelines in the case of D.K. Basu. Now, the bench has sternly advised or directed the government of India to install CCTVs in all police stations. But remember, the law and order is a state subject. Police, of course, it may be normally central subject, but state police is separate. It is a state subject. So normally the states will say already we are overburdened, we do not have finances. Even the GST, share of the GST, Nirmala Sitharaman, finance minister, it is due to act of God we are not able to pay the share GST amount like that. We are in financial crisis. The central government is not supporting us. But still, the Supreme Court stated that there should be a central oversight committee or say state oversight committee, even district oversight committee to implement the installation of CCTVs. The states cannot say that they do not have funds and they are suffering from paucity of funds. Added this, the CCTV cameras should be installed in prisons also. What for all this? Definitely it is all for transparency and also to check the abuse of human rights violations, right? So the oversight, why oversight board is, they have to supervise the mechanism for installation, for the functioning of CCTVs and retrieving the data. So here the Supreme Court suggests that the so-called CCTVs should be of the highest quality and they should be able to record the audio and video recording also, as well as they should have the night vision facility. Right now the point is there they have to install it, right? So they have to be installed. Number one, entry point of the police station. Second, exit point of the police station. Third, all corridors and lobbies. Then reception area, more particularly. Then lockup, of course, behind the lockup, not inside the lockup, just before the lockup. And interrogation cells, of course there are no, only in cities there will be separate interrogation cells. Normally such cells will not exist, but only one room they will do it. That also should be installed with the CC cam. And front and back compound, the arena, outside arena also, who are coming, who are going, even from it. So of the PS, and please remember, not in the latrines, but outside the washrooms. Not in the washrooms, but outside the washrooms, CCTV cameras should be installed. So this should be even for the NIA, already I told you, ED and all central agencies, whoever may be, the CCTVs should be installed. Right, and the state overseas board, the oversight board, they should see that the SHOs are held responsible. Suppose normally, so in the initial stage the cameras may work and after some time they may stop functioning, or intentionally they may make it non-function. At that time the SHOs will be fully responsible, and if at all the CC cameras are not working, he has to inform the state overseas oversight board or district oversight board, and interrogation and other things, arrest things, other things, interrogation particularly should not be done when the CC camera is not functioning. This is another guideline given to them. So the camera should be able to capture both the audio and video also. And about the data, the data storage also should be available. The data can be retrievable till 18 months. But of course, there is some problem with the data service providers, and the government, the Amicus Curiae contacted certain iCloud storage people also, and came to know that it's not that much possible for storing the data for 18 months. As such, if not possible, at least 1 year data should be available, right? So if at all anybody approaches the National Human Rights Commission or State Human Rights Commission about the excess of the police or violation of human rights, the SHRC or NHRC is competent to ask for the retrieval of the data of 18 months. So the CCTV footage has to be supplied to the SHRC and NHRC under section 16 and 17 of the Protection of Human Rights Act 1993. Right. Another point, if there are certain police stations where the power fluctuation will be there, the power connection will not have to be there, in such cases also, the state oversight board should see that the CCTVs are installed through solar power. So Supreme Court has not left anything undecided. This should apply to entire country. So please remember, particularly police friends, please remember, a situation has come where everything has to be transparent, and lawyers, as lawyers, please take advantage of the same. You can check up whether the CCTVs are installed or not, and you can also give your suggestions. Of course, friends, police friends, please remember, this is for your safety only, for your better performance only, for you to escape the false and malicious allegations against the police that they have harassed somebody. And of course, it gives a check on your malicious prosecution by the police department also. Anyway, Supreme Court decision is a very good decision. Please follow it in letter and spirit. Thank you.